So I wanted to post a short synopsis version of what I just spoke there because of the space issue. After I delete the videos, I have 20 minutes or so available on the phone to do these videos with. So, okay, in short, very, very short. A certain character, which served as the main character if you watch the original series, all 26 episodes, 25, 26 episodes, Golden Age, etc., up until a certain event that I'm not going to not like spoil or explain right now, but that person plays as the main character in the show. We know going into the show that Guts, he is the main character, when this other person seemingly was the main character all the way up until this point. Then certain events happen, and where Guts takes over, and we see him as a cynical douchebag, etc. Full on church hurt, well, hurt by everything, not just church, and he still lives. Death itself, the guy that I joked is called Summon Skull. I joked that he told him that I'll be there when you're dead, etc., because he is death himself, yada yada. The point I'm trying to make is the initial main character is from the dark side, it's from Satan. The overall main character that leads from there has been guided by God, and God never had his chance to show his face in the Berserk world because Mira Kentaro died. So we never got to see that, but it was really quite obvious from a narrative perspective that something along those lines would happen. Either that or something much worse would happen. But how can you go worse than literally the God Hand, aka a group of very strong demons, is busy devouring all of humankind and, yeah, pulling out this huge crusade, while all kinds of other atrocities, like the end times, has been going crazy. Because this whole manga was, to me, like, it felt like you're reading the end of the world, but from a berserk kind of perspective. Like, this is apocalypse unfolding in front of us. Guts is just in the middle of it. But it also felt near the end of the anime and where the manga went on that something was saving and guiding Guts. He fought through it, yes, it was still on him, but there's many times where he survived stuff that he shouldn't have survived. Why? And why did we never meet the reason behind it? It's not just that Guts is so supremely strong, because he is. He gets insanely strong. But he still had a place to get that power from. Same as his antithesis, which was the main character of the original show. I know people will be like, what the hell, he isn't, blah, blah, blah. But if you watch the show, it really does feel that way. If you watch it from the first time, for the first time. I asked a friend of mine, he's into Berserk now. And he says, yeah, how's Guts the main character? And I laughed. And I was like, you see, instantly, that was what I said. And the same thing that I tell everybody is, religion is a big theme in Berserk. And it's not just focused on anti-religion. It's not just focused on the bad side of things. And it won't be focused just on the good side. However, any show, any good show, any good piece of writing has the good guy at least do something. He doesn't need to win always, but he at least does something. We needed some form of hope. And we did. We got a lot of moments like that. And we still do. We all know there's a common goal that needs to happen. There's a certain person that needs to meet, well, not needs to not meet his maker, but needs to atone for his sins. You all know. The guys who have watched manga, the Berserk anime, and read the manga will understand. That's why I said it's the yin yang effect, and Guts is on the good side, and this other being, because he's not a person in the end, a little bit of a spoiler there, but people won't know when this happens, so it's cool. That person is evil, pure evil, guided by evil. We even see God, which we know is being told, like when they talked about the apostles. The apostles are demons in this world. It's not the same as our world or in our scriptures and stuff. So it's an interpretation. And my interpretation of this whole manga has been that we have a very angry, very damaged, mentally, physically damaged Guts. But something has been helping him, guiding him. And that something was going to be revealed, but we never got that chance. Same as a certain thing, certain person had to atone for their sins. That person has not yet atoned for his sins. How would he have done that? Via Guts getting the divine power from the good side. Now you can put that up into interpretation. Muslims can say it's still God, but their version, etc. You can put any interpretation there. But the point is, from a narrative perspective, we saw hell, we saw demons, so it doesn't make sense that it's a religion. Or more so, it makes more sense that it's Christianity. And yeah, that is my argument here. Tell me if you guys feel different. This is more just my perspective, my opinion, and how I view this show. I always tell people, look for God in things. People always jump to Satan, and that gives Satan power, and that gives him attention. People empower him through these dark ways of thinking, because it's never something's positive or could be positive. It's always just dark, and that just feeds him, and that makes him more strong. So whatever you guys feel, even for the anti-religious types, if there is a divine force that still, for you guys are going to cry and be like, oh no, it can't be proven. I don't care. Sorry, I'm not even going to entertain that. But for the guys who at least believe that something is there, you have to think that there's something that might be good towards human race, like the human race, and then there's something out there probably that's like the antithesis of that, the opposite, something that does not want good things to happen. And it's quite prevalent because a lot of miraculous stuff has happened. Like I used my example there. My mom praying for me while I was freaking out, church hurt. I was done. I wanted to die. And I felt better. It was this weird cooling feeling. And I remember I was like, and I didn't speak for about an hour. I didn't tell my mom about it as well. I was just like, whoa. If you guys are wondering, I was 15 years old when this bullshit happened with me. And I said in my head, I was like, what was that? And this weird feeling filled the room. And ever since then, that feeling followed me. That's when I started praying a bit more, and it got stronger. And I started feeling more relaxed, and I got over the fear of death. It was so strange. And that feeling followed me for 2 years after I was in remission, and after I survived. They had to chop out a piece of my intestines. Obviously, if you know the full story, I don't know if I still have the video on my channel, but anyway, short story, a very short story. Severe case of Crohn's disease, so bad. My intestines swelled up so bad and rolled up into a ball. Started dying. Some of my intestine burst, like my appendix exploded inside of me. I got E. coli. I couldn't walk anymore. Kidney stones that I still suffer with till this day. Last year we sorted out most of it, but yeah. And then, I couldn't even walk anymore. I atrophied so bad. I weighed 33 kilograms. That is 90 pounds, 97 pounds for the Americans. I couldn't walk anymore. I had to relearn how to walk. The specialist that I had 60 years of experience between them. And the both of them just said, let's just open him up and just see if something else is the cause of this, because they didn't understand, but that is how serious my Crohn's disease is. They apparently explained that they've never seen Crohn's disease so bad that it's on the outside of my intestines as well, the polyps, and that it's all the way, it's from my mouth down to the tip of my, well, you know where. And that's why they did a resection as well as removed most of the dead intestines, sewed me back up. I have pictures, etc. But I even have pictures of the drain that was still here. I have the scar as well where the drain was, etc. They taught me how to walk again. That's why I have a lot of issues on my entire body, like that I'm trying to fix via physio. Still, it's why I'm skinny. Well, I'm laughing at a few people that called me skinny and stuff. I was like, if you looked at my photos, I'm quite jacked. Well, I was. Um, and going from 33 kilograms to 82 at one point, and when I felt I was at my leanest and strongest, was 75 kilograms. That is 150, 145 pounds in that zone. 152, 140. But I was strong as an ox. I looked great. And if you really consider that, as well as me having autoimmune disease, kidney stones at that point still. We didn't remove my kidney stones. I had kidney stones. I was gymming, training, and doing MMA training while I had kidney stones. I don't know of many people who can say that. But yeah, I survived all of that. You can't tell me that is not miraculous. You can't. And you can't tell me that my Crohn's disease wasn't bad. Or that I was small. Sorry. Most guys struggle to gain 10 kilograms or 20 something pounds, 22, 23 pounds in their whole life of muscle. I gained double my body weight. Think about that. And clean, no sauce. If I wanted to use steroids, I'm pretty sure I would be 90 to 100 kilograms, shredded to the bone, stronger than anybody for my size. Anyway, guys, that's not a little bit less of me being prideful, etc. But I needed to share this. Anyway, this is my perspective. This is how I saw this. And when I saw this picture of Jesus holding guts, I just had to share it. People can cry about it, but I wanted to share this. Cool. My UFC 310 predictions will be tomorrow, so I'll continue normal programming from here. But yeah, I'll leave with this. Go look for God. Go look for your salvation in things. Stop looking for the negative. Stop looking for Satan. Look for God. Cheers, guys.